I would just say, for all of you out there who are attracted to trans people, that's okay. You can be attracted to trans people. You can be a trans attracted individual. But you also need to understand if you're a cis person, if you're cisgender, aka you're not a transgender person, you're comfortable in the gender you were born with, um, or you were assigned at birth, rather. Um, just understand that there are two groups of people. There's a group of people who are attracted to trans people, and that's fine. It's okay to be attracted to trans people. I like it when people are attracted to trans people myself. Um, However, the issue is that occasionally, um, or not occasionally, but very often, these trans attracted individuals cross the line into what is known as being a chaser. And now a chaser is basically someone who objectifies trans women and pursues them specifically to fulfill a fetish purpose. It's the fetishization of their transness rather than being attracted to them and being able to treat them as a full and complete individual and person. There are a lot of people out there who are, for example, very happy to sleep with trans women, but when it comes to going out on a date in public, for example, maybe not. Maybe they don't want to be seen with a trans person in public, Um, and that kind of behavior is really gross. And I think that there is a lot of confusion over this when you dive into the trans community itself, because there are a certain number of people in there, like in the trans community, who are very they've internalized the kind of like transphobia of like that kind of comes with being trans, and it becomes kind of this complicated, fraught subject because on one hand, for some trans women, it's uncomfortable to be around someone who's attracted to you because you're trans. Like, for example, what if you have your bottom surgery? Does that mean the person who was attracted to you is just going to no longer be attracted to you? Like, there are all these different questions, and it gets very messy, and it can make some trans people very uncomfortable. Um, and so there is a certain movement among some trans people to call trans attracted people just as a blanket statement, all chasers. But I would say that there is a distinction between being a chaser and being someone who is just a trans attracted individual. Um, but that line can get somewhat fuzzy as well. There's a lot of complications and nuances, and it kind of goes on a case by case basis. I would say that if you are cis and that you're interested in trans people, just treat trans women as women. Like treat them like you would like a cis woman on a date. You know, treat them with respect. Don't be like, your first message to them on a dating app shouldn't be like, "How big is your dick?" Um, like your first message should be like, "Hey, I think you're really interesting. Here are a couple things from your profile that really stood out to me. I'd love to get to know you better." Um, that's the kind of stuff you should be sending if you're interested in trans people. Um, it's not a super I say this a lot, but I don't think like my positions on this stuff are super complicated or really need a ton of nuance. Just like treat people decently. Also, the real Randy. Thank you very much. I was nervous posting that cosplay. It's like a revealing bodysuit. Um, let's see. A lot of times, attraction does involve physical aspects, so I don't think pretending the physical aspect doesn't matter is correct. Well, I didn't say you have to pretend that the physical aspect doesn't play a part in it. I just said you had to treat somebody with respect. Like, for example, not all trans women are comfortable with their downstairs situation. And if you're going on a date with a trans woman, you should respect that they're not comfortable with that? Uh, like, just basic things. Um, yeah, a lot of people put the physical aspect as their major factor of attraction, and that's okay. You can like people based on their physical attributes. I think that's perfectly fine and normal. But the issue, I think, becomes a problem when it isn't paired with respect and is instead just like a way that people dehumanize you and something they want to use you for. Well, thanks, done randomly. I wasn't fishing for that compliment, but it means a lot because today I skipped my workouts, and I'm feeling kind of guilty about it. Hello, JoJo22. Welcome to the stream. Where are all of you coming from? It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, there's a follower bot. Did I miss one? Where is it? Let me at him. Let me at him. Ah, right, girl Callie. Bless your heart. You got it. But yeah, I mean, there we go. We'll switch over here. Um yeah, no, it's okay to be attracted to trans women. It's okay to be attracted to trans men. It's okay to be attracted to non-binary people and to be attracted to all of those groups based on different physical attributes. But just with the understanding that, for example, there are a lot of trans women who don't intend to get bottom surgery or do intend to get bottom surgery, and that you know there needs to be clear communication and clear respect shown to one another. And by the way, it doesn't just go one way towards the trans person. Trans people need to respect people who are interested in them as well. But I think terming people who pursue romantic relations in a toxic way as chasers, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that that's a totally fine thing to do. Um, that's where I'm at. You should do more cosplays. Well, thank you. I've been trying to do one every day this week, but it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'm gonna get to one tonight. But we'll see if maybe I get to one tomorrow. Okay? Maybe I'll do a stream in cosplay. Who knows? That'd be exciting. Um, and by the way, I do a lot of cosplay, just in general. One of my friends told me today that I'm always cosplaying. Can't imagine anything worse than kissing a beautiful woman and then reaching down to find a dick. Well, I mean, what if you were kissing a beautiful woman and you reach down and find a pussy? Because trans women can also have pussies, my friend. It's 2020. Um, I kind of want to see you in a Ronda Rousey cosplay, just so we can see how close to her you look. I took a picture of before I knew that she was a transphobe. I took a picture and I added her on Twitter because everyone kept telling me I looked like Ronda Rousey that day as a Wonder Woman. Oh, I actually have a Wonder Woman cosplay in the bag. Maybe I'll do that one later this week. I have the outfit and everything. Um, OMG sticks probably shouldn't be grabbing women by the crotch, my dude. Yeah, I mean, probably if things have advanced that far, I would encourage you not to react poorly for grabbing her crotch, because either she wasn't ready for you to do that and you overstepped your bounds anyway, or maybe you already know and you're secretly into touching a girl who has a dick. That's okay too. It's okay to be into girls who have dicks, by the way. Um, may I ask, what were you born as, man or woman? Well, I'm a woman, my dude. Can I ask, have you ever had your DNA tested, WTF, Ubar? Have you have what's your chromosome makeup? And not any of this assumption bullshit. I want you to tell me. I want you to post like your DNA results. Okay, that's what I want. Because I'm just curious because a lot of people don't get their DNA tested. They don't know what their chromosomes are. Maybe you're actually a woman with a hormone disorder. Okay, you never know. Also done randomly, girl dick is great. 100 this stream 100% girl dick